Okay, guys, so we're about to get into this interview right here by Soft White Underbelly. And for the most part, from the title of it, it seems like it's going to be very sad. It's a teenage PTITUTE interview. Her name is Fantasy. And she's most likely going to be giving her story and how she ended up getting into it. And it's very unfortunate. Like, I could definitely speak on this just because I know, like, things that do go on. And PTITUTing is not as rare as you guys think. Like, it comes in a lot of different forms. Like, for some girls out here in Miami, they do sugar daddy. They just go on shopping sprees, they get their money, and then they end up doing what they have to do with the guy. Other girls, they perform at the strip club, they get a little extra cash, they do what they need to do. And then for this girl, I'm pretty sure she'd be on the streets. Transaction, everything's transactional, you feel what I'm saying? So, and that really just leads from a person not having a good father figure or anyone in their life that genuinely cares about them to lead them in the right direction, which is very unfortunate and sad. So they end up going to different routes to just get some provision or a sense of love, or sometimes they're even forced into it, which is unfortunate too. So let's hear a story right now. Drop a like down below. Turn on post notifications if you haven't already. Let's see what's going on.
And your name is?
Sweet Fantasies.
Sweet Fantasy.
Yes.
Fantasy. Where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I grew up out here in Los Angeles, Watts.
Tell me about your mom and dad.
Mom and dad, they raised me. They raised me had a good childhood, good life. But it's like, once my dad passed, it's like my mom, she didn't want me. So it's like I just up and left, started walking the track, started doing me.
Damn.
So your parents, these your biological parents?
Yes.
I thought you told me you were in the foster system.
I am. She didn't want me. She put me in the system.
What age did you go to the system?
14.
14.
Yes.
When you say she didn't want you,
She didn't. Me and her, we used to bump heads a lot after my dad passed. We just didn't see eye to eye, and she just called DCFS on me, and she told them come get me. And it's just been that. Been in the system.
so how old are you now?
17.
17.
Yes.
And you're working the streets. How long have you been doing that?
Since I've been put in the system, so since about 14.
Really?
See, I ain't know.
Who told you that was
first time watching?
a way for you to make money?
Shit, me, it's been the easiest way. I'm from the projects. I've been busting this cooch cat open. Might as well get some money for it, shit.
So you knew this was
Yeah,
an
I knew it
option
was
for
a
you.
thing, yeah.
And this was South Central you grew up in?
Mm-hmm.
You have a pimp that introduced you to this?
No, I do not have a pimp. It's just
You do this
me.
on your own?
Yeah.
You're 17.
Yes,
You
it's been
talk
easier
and
this
look like
way.
you're older than 17.
Yeah, well, when you've been on a track for some time, you get experience. Like, you get used to shit. Like, you know what comes with it. It get easier over time.
Where do you stay at night? Where do you sleep?
I stay with my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
She's older?
Yes.
What does she think of you doing this?
She just want me to be safe, honestly. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, she know I'm gonna do what I do. And anything anybody have to say, I really don't give a fuck about, because ain't nobody really putting no money in my pocket. So, yeah, I just do me. But she just want me to be safe.
Did she try to talk you out of it or anything like that?
Sometimes she tell me, like, I could do better and get a job, start looking for jobs and stuff. But a job paycheck I can make in a day. So I don't really be going for it.
Damn.
Tell me about the foster system.
The foster system
That's sad.
is cool or whatever, but it's like you just don't want to be there. Like, it be too much weird janky shit going on. Like, bitches touch your shit, and as soon as like you
You know, it's sad because she thinks that she's doing the right thing. Like, she genuinely believes she's doing the right thing. And I already know a couple years down, maybe 20, 25, hitting 30, she's going to start to recognize it a little bit more. But she's going to continue to stuff it, like, somewhere deep inside of her so she doesn't have to face that what she's been doing wasn't the right thing for so long. But let's continue.
react or something, or like you whoop a bitch ass for touching your stuff, you get kicked out the group home. And I got kicked out 6 group homes. I'm not fucking with it. $25 allowance. What is that gonna do for me? A blunt, some weed. So I just left. And started doing
Are drugs
weed.
a part of your life at all?
Yes, I smoke weed. That's it.
That's it. Do guys like pimps approach you when you're out there on Figure Out?
Yes, they pop they shit, but it's like it's nothing I don't want to hear. I just turn my music up and continue by my night.
And the guys that pick you up are mostly Mexican, I assume?
Mexican, black, any race. I honestly date any race. I don't have any.
You'll date black guys too?
Yes, I date black guys too.
You don't have problems with these?
And honestly, when I seen in the title "teenage," I thought she was at least 18. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'll be watching these videos for the first time with you guys.
You're one of the few that's told me that.
Yeah, some girls, they feel like that's like kind of dangerous, but it's like they be like kind of stereotyping. They feel like just because like if they get robbed or something by a black guy, like all black guys are gonna do that. I got robbed by a Hispanic man. I still date a Hispanic man. Like it doesn't make sense. You just can't put that title on everybody.
You seem to have a stronger attitude, perhaps, that
Yeah.
no one's really going to get to you.
I used to do Google searches for my own name, and I was always really disturbed what I'd find. Seeing my personal information out there for anyone to grab, it's just
There's an
uncomfortable.
ad.
That's why I've started using Aura, the sponsor of today's video.
For a while now, I've been thugging on my own, so it's like you gotta have some sort of same mentality so you could like work through this shit, because this shit is not a joke. This shit is not a joke. This shit is not a
It's a
joke.
dangerous job.
It is. It really is.
You've had things like that happen to you, like getting robbed?
I got robbed by a Hispanic man. I got stabbed in my ass on the blade. All types of stuff. All types of shit didn't happen. But it's like shit. I'm still here. I just look at it as a lesson learned on what to do and what not to do.
How often are you out there every night
Yeah.
working?
Yeah, I work daytime, so I don't really like playing nighttime. It'd be cold.
And how many guys will you pick up in a day?
Depends on the day. It honestly depends on the day and how they feeling, how they papers looking, how they checks looking. Really though.
But on average, it's what?
Cool, 8 to 10.
8 to 10 guys a night.
Mhm.
And how many days a week?
Damn.
Shit, pretty much 7 unless I'm going out with friends or something.
60, 70 guys a week.
Pretty much, yeah. Coochie still tight though.
And you've been doing this how many years?
Since I was 14, so 3.
Your body count's got to be high.
Mhm.
What's the upside and downside of
That's
that?
so sad, bro.
The upside, my coochie cat's still tight. The downside, it's not really no downside. I get paid for what I do. Bitches lay on their back for free and don't get nothing but a 4 for 4 from Wendy's.
Do you still believe in love?
Later on in life. Later on in life.
I think you'll be. You're gonna have hustler in your blood so thick that it's not gonna be easy for you to
Shit.
break out. Are you addicted to this lifestyle now?
I'm addicted to the money.
That's what I mean.
I'm addicted to the money. But the lifestyle come with it, so it's 50-50, so yeah.
Do you have friends?
I have some HPs. I don't like all the bitches on the blade.
Bro,
They
like
be weird.
at this point, that was a question you asked about love. Does she even believe in it? And doing something like that over and over and over and over and over again, that's something that's just transactional. You end up becoming numb to it, and you're just not gonna. It's hard to really get back. Like the only thing that could possibly bring you back would like you be completely turning to God, completely like surrendering everything, every thought, every action, just everything. Because other than that, it's like, you know, intercourse was meant to be one of the most intimate forms of love from God, you know, between a guy and a girl. But it's like if you treat it like this, it's just not. You just become numb to it, and you won't really believe in it. And that's like the long term effect that's really gonna be going down. It's truly unfortunate for real.
The cops leave you alone?
If I move fast enough, yeah. They come and I turn around, I walk away fast enough, yeah. They leave me alone. Other than that, I'll be straight.
And do you trust men now? Most of these guys are.
I want to be a toe tagger, a medical examiner.
Really?
Yes, the people that cut the bodies open and stuff. I want to do that real bad. Real bad.
That's an interesting job.
A lot
Goal.
of people say that. A lot of people say that.
Where do you think you had that interest or fascination?
I don't know. Ever since I was young, like, I wanted to be a nurse. But it's like, me being me growing up, I don't like people. So I feel like me working with the dead would be best. And that's still in the medical field. So I feel like I could fuck with that.
What's been the roughest part of your life so far?
When I had
You're fighting with your mom?
when I had first got in the system, how everything had played out, it was unexpected.
Do you talk with your mom now at all?
Yeah, we talk, but I don't see her like that. I don't want to see her like that.
What does your mom do?
She worked, but she work in like a factory, like with the newspapers and stuff. That's what she do.
Is she trying to get you back?
No,
No?
not at all. We just had communicated over the years. She ain't trying to get me back.
She knows what you're doing?
Yes, it's never a secret. Whole family know. Told they ass, ain't nobody helping me. I'm gonna get my money regardless. That's just that.
It's you against the world.
Pretty much. Hard sometimes, but pretty much.
What are you afraid of? What do you worry about?
Heights and spiders.
What's that?
Heights and spiders.
Oh, heights and spiders.
That was my fears, but
Like any normal person.
like my fears, not actually doing what I want to do with my life.
How do you think working the track as a teenager is changing you or has changed you?
It changed because it opened my eyes to a lot of shit that actually goes on in the world that your parents might not talk to you about. Like, it's a lot of shit that happens on the track, like a lot of shit.
What kind of things, for example?
Like not to trust bitches, not to trust a lot of bitches on that track.
Not to trust bitches.
On my show, not to trust a
I'm
lot of
gonna write
bitches
that
on
one
that
down.
track. A lot of bitches are weirdos. Like, bitches that act like they your friends, they get close enough, they steal your money. Or they'll be sitting here telling people your business. Bitches are weirdos on the track. That's why you don't need to fuck with everybody that you meet on the track. That shit, they just weirdos. Shit, that's just that. That's the main one thing. Bitches out there on that track, they weird. They're very weird.
Do you have any regrets in your life? Your 17 years?
A couple.
What's your biggest regret?
When I was younger, around like 13, 12, I went to the homegirl Destiny house, and I went to go see her, chill with her. I ended up getting raped when I went to her house. So that regret was going to that bitch house, thinking that bitch was my friend, and she set me up.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie. That's that was one thing that popped into my mind that I believe that she had experienced and why she had to end up turning out in this manner. Was for that reason right there. She was forcefully put into, doing those activities. So, it can have a lot of negative effects, bro.
Out there on that track, they weird. They're very weird.
Do you have any regrets in your life? 17 years?
A couple.
What's your biggest regret?
When I was younger, around like 13, 12, I went to the homegirl Destiny house, and I went to go see her, chill with her. I ended up getting raped when I went to her house. So that regret was
so sad.
Going to that bitch house, thinking that bitch was my friend, and she set me up.
That was your first sexual experience?
I wasn't my first sexual experience, but that was the first time, like, I had got raped or a train ran on me. I was not. After that, that's when I was really, like, introduced to the track. That's when I really, like, started knowing about hoeing and all the bitches on Fig.
So she set you up, and
After that, it was just buck wild.
it wasn't just one dude.
No, it was cool 6, 7. Damn. Yeah,
That's rough for a 12-year-old?
it was around that age.
People really out here living wicked. And in this instance, I'm not even talking about her. I'm talking about the girl that set her up and those 6 other dudes. Like, that's literally no moral standard, no conscience at all. That's straight demonic work, bro. And that's what people really going through. But it's the fact that people are out here actually living like that. Like, real people in this world are really doing those types of things. And, this is why I just make an effort every day to read the Bible, because it really draws the line between good and evil. It explains the wickedness in this world, and it explains what people actually indulge in. So you're able to spot a wicked person you're much more likely to spot an individual that is not really intact with their moral conscience, and you would know that this individual right here would be willing to do something wicked in exchange for feeding the flesh in any way, whether it's sensually or monetarily. And that's just unfortunate. Hopefully, I really pray that she could end up coming across an individual that could just help her out and show her love, for real.
12, 13 hours around that age.
And that wasn't your first experience. What was your first?
My first experience was with a guy that I did date. We had fucked, and I was that, but I was sucking a whole lot of dick in the projects. I sure was sucking a whole lot of dick in the projects. A lot of dick. So it's like, she kind of like, I called her, I told her I was gonna come over and stuff. She said I could come. I told her I was gonna get in the shower. So I guess in the meantime, I was getting in the shower and stuff. She invited people over there that we both knew. So when I got there, she told me to come through the back door. I went through the back door. I placed my weed and my blunts down on like the little counter thing that she had in the back. I placed it down and I heard people talking. So I had went in the living room and it was like 6, 7 people sitting there, and I knew all the boys. So I wasn't tripping. So I rolled my blunt up, sat down on the couch, smoked. This is around the time I first started smoking. So it's like I'm laying on the couch, like I'm halfway unconscious. Like somebody grabbed one arm and somebody grabbed the other arm, and it's like they walked me up the stairs. And as they're walking me up the stairs, my head back like this, and they like tilt forward. And I see her sitting on the couch just watching everything happen. They walked me upstairs, they did what they did. Later on down the line, one of the boys I had did what they did, like he followed me on Instagram.
These are guys you knew? These were guys you knew?
Yeah, later on down the line, he followed me on Instagram and stuff, and he texted me, and we was talking about the whole situation. She was like, oh yeah, she set up like a fuck fest while you was upstairs doing that. She was downstairs sucking dick. I'm like, that's crazy. So after that, I just been buck wild, shit, out here really getting to it.
Things are crazy in the hood, aren't they?
Bitches ain't your friends for real.
What would you say fantasy is the most important lesson you've learned in all of this?
Keep your head up, get your money. Don't trust everybody. Pretty much it.
All right. Fantasy, thank you so much for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
I hope you find another way. That's all I can say. But this is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
Just showing people what's going on out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't condone it. I don't approve. But it's going on.
Yes, it is.
Make of it what you want. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the individual that does these interviews, his name is Mark. Pretty sure, but he does get a lot of comments. People believe that he like condones or whatever because he interviews these people, and you have to understand, like, when you're coming across so many different people that are out on the streets, whether they're drug addicts or indulging in this type of stuff, but there's so many other things that you could probably list that is just wild that people do. It's like, unfortunately, just as a human being, you can't save all of them. You just can't. Like, you just can't. Like, to bring in the most simple terms, like, even you can't even save a girl you're dating out of some bad habits. You know what I'm saying? And like, to think about a stranger and saving them, like, it's just unfortunate. But because a lot of times they don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? And you can't force someone to change. A lot of times they want to be in the position that they're doing because they feel as if it's right and things of that nature. But crazy, sad, unfortunate story, man. All right. If you haven't already, subscribe, turn on post notifications. You guys can also comment down below any other videos that you want me to watch with you guys together. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.